So I keep seeing condoms around me when I go take a walk outside. I kid you not. This is why subliminal. Everything is a dream. Everything is dream. That this is a dream. You have to be able to interpret the dreams. It's all dreams. Interpretation of dreams is not just I go to sleep, but as we are sleeping right now. Even when we're in bed, we are actually alive when we lay down in bed. But this is a dream state. So you got to be able to interpret these dreams. This is why they talk about in the Bible. Daniel has a gift of interpretation of dreams. So the way God can talk to you is through metaphors, is through testing you to see how present you are. Because the more present you are, the more miracles you can see, the more grateful you can be, the more compassionate you can be, the more happy you can be, because you can see that you are not alone, that everything around you is divinity that is protecting you. So I'll keep seeing condom everywhere. And I was like, why am I always seeing condom? What's up with this? And then it would say Trojan condom, like a green one, and I mean blue one. Interesting. I pick it up. I pick that shit up because it's still covered. I pick it up. I pick up protection, bitches. That's what that is. I pick up protection. Okay. So I just keep going. Interesting. And then I went to go play tennis, and then all of a sudden, right there's a lot of people there. But there's a lot of people there. But there's a lot of people that is not there. They're there, but they're not there. That's why some people will find treasures that is hidden in a plain sight, and others can't. It's given to everyone, but only few will find them. And the person over here getting mad, God, why are you not blessing me? But you and I were blessed. They just didn't see it. They just did not see the blessing. So you got to be alone. You see that A has to go into the LONE. You got to go into the A, which is the all, LL, to become the all one, the ONE. And this is what happened. So when you spend time alone, then what happens is you will see things others don't see, because now you are fucking with the all one, the almighty. You are in the same frequency and vibration. So when people say limitations, you are the flash. You can vibrate through that because you came from the darkness into light. So you are an alchemist. So you literally see gems, because all is divinity, all is God. This is a true alchemy 101. This is a true magic 101. This is what you call occult science. Occult science is the real science. It's not our fuckery that you and I were taught. That's not science. The true science is occult science, what you call spiritual science. It's all about understanding the elements that you are, understanding the sky, understanding the astrology, understanding this is important. There's a reason. You got to understand why you are born in a certain month. You are born in this month, the time, the year. These things are constellations. They are maps to your journey on earth. And I speak from experience, because I receive a celestial map of the astrology for me to know those things. And I grew up Catholic. And that's there's an emphasis in the Catholic. That is an emphasis in the woman, cat. I came from the woman. There's an emphasis in that. But the religion, there's a manipulation, deceptions in all institutions, because this is a divine institution. This is a divine complex. This is a God complex. Make no mistake. This is a God complex. This is a God temple. This is the reason why they shone on you about saying, "Oh, that person is a God complex." That person, they're using God complex to make you demean yourself, lose yourself, lessen yourself. But this is when you become what you call a spiritual vampire or an alchemist. How you know how to take those negative jewels or energy and purify them, and then you will live for a long time, because they are wasting energy. spewing negativity and toxic things towards you, but you can purify that because you the all frequency. So there's an importance in having solitude, and isolation or insulation. The soul has to be initiated, integrated into thyself, to the one. So I will see condoms everywhere. It's a dream. It's a dream because all is a dream. Why did I see this beautiful girl on the train the other day? She just walked in and just looked at me. And I was supposed to talk to her. I was supposed to interact with her. But I was so stuck because she felt so familiar, but I was so speechless. And she got off the train. I was supposed to get off with her because she stood. I didn't. This has happened multiple times, so many times. Different version of the same one in different places. Another one will come in a different color, Latina, Russian, black, but it's the same spirit, it's the same energy. It's so soothing, it's so pure, it's so delicate, it's so etheric that it gets you high, the beauty. And I was so overwhelmed in shame because the purity of that soul is mine. I know it. But I did not have the courage because my frequency and my vibration at that moment was overwhelming. I haven't vibrated to match it. This is where the confidence and the love and the joy, thyself, the childlike, the curious cat comes, where you can playfully go and say hello and say hi. And sometimes that's all it takes. Why am I telling you this? This is all school to evolve and grow. So you're gonna have so many blessings, jewels, packets of jewels, potholes, pots, golden pots, placed all over for you to test your awareness, to test your focus, to test your concentration, to test you in how faithful you are to your dream, how divine you are to your dream. The animals, the chairs, the couches, the racks. It's not even just 11:11 the time, all that bullshit. There is so many things that is placed. All of them. It might be like a trash that you're supposed to pick up. By picking up those trashes that you see in the street, you get so many fucking downloads. You get a lot of blessings. All because of you did that. This is where the hell is. You hell Mary. You hell love. You hell joy. You hell peace. That's all it is. Hell means wherever. This is hell. But what does that mean? This is where we hell. Why? Because the sun hails every day. The sun hails from the depth of darkness into light. That it comes from that depth of unknown. And then it comes into light every day. So all of us must hail Mary, what you call Mary, which is thy soul, every day. And because of the way the society is, it's beautiful. You get to see the part they're playing in this whole game. You get to see and appreciate the importance of the villain, the bad guy, all this. You get to see the roles they play. If you're looking at the chakra systems as you go up, what do you think is the root? How would the root be? How would the root must be fucked up so that you can literally rise from that fucked up hell. Then you hell with that Christ light, and hell, the brightest light that has been dimmed and ridiculed and destroyed in the depth of the depth. And when you have risen from the death, that death or the earth, you have risen from the heart of it all, from that deception, then you shine the brightest light. That's the morning star. People are like, oh, man, that's Venus, or what you call Lucifer. So you Or the Lucifer, the one who has mastered. It's not a deception to tell you. It's the one who has mastered thyself in the darkness. You have become the king, the master, or what you call the shades or the Hades, the king of the underworld, or the Anubis, the underdog. You are the underdog, the undertaker. This is where all these terms sprout from. It's important for you to understand. So there is all this deception and lies and illnesses and diseases of the mind that is off the mind of the divine. That's the root. That's why the root chakra, if you look at if you follow the system, the root chakra is red. That's the hell or the fire. One who masters the hell, Lucifer or Hades, which is the shades. The shade you fucking wear is the shade, bro. Because you gotta wear the shade when the sun is so bright. Why do you wear the shades? That's the moon. That's the moon. You wear the shades. That's the moon. Because only the moon can fuck with the sun. You cannot get to the sun without going through the I am. And that's the fucking moon. So you wear the shades to look at the sun because it's so bright. You cannot fuck with that glorious bastard. You cannot fuck with that glorious one, the unborn one. It's unborn. It came from the depth of rawness. It is what it is. You got to have the woman. You got to have the shades. You got to have that. You got to have that fucking shade to look at. I can't look at this sun. I'm fly, but I'm not too fly to look at it. That's why I put the sun in my back. And it hit my back because my back can handle it. That's the woman. That's the backbone. So I can direct that thought, that highest frequency on my back to heal my highest good, to elevate the Christ within me, to heal love, to heal joy, to heal peace, to heal harmony and unity. So when I walk with all these asanas with me. My whole body is that. That's the backbone. That's why you cannot look at the sun when it's at its peak right now. You gotta put your back into it. Back that ass up because the back to the moon and back. It's always to the moon. So what do? Boom. Now the man in black. And then watch this transformation. Then I look at the sun. I am that I am. I cannot get to the Father, to the One, to the raging bull, to the raging fucking bull up here without the divine feminine. She is the key. She is the love. So now I am vulnerable. I'm humbled and vulnerable to look up. I look up to you. How can I look up to you? I have to be grounded in the dark, with the darkness. Now this I can see. I can see through this. So I look. And even when I look at it, I can only look now. Otherwise, I put my back into it. That is the reason for all this. This is what you call Hades or shade or Lucifer, the master of the darkness. You have mastered the darkness. That's why you earned wearing these shades. You put it on. But you can't do these things if you don't spend time alone to understand. Everything around you has a purpose. Then you will know that it's all the mind, it's all games. You will know what you are here to do. You will know precisely how it is going to be done. Not how me gonna do it. We do it, not me. You will have it crystal clear how it is done. You will realize that I don't do it for you. You have to do it for you. And I use sexuality because it's so relatable and so raw and so truthful. You can't. You don't please yourself by yourself alone. You don't. You still have an idea of what to do to please yourself. Or with someone, they still get a download of precisely what to do to their body, because that's their body. They don't fucking know. If he knows, do unto others the way you want to be done unto you, because it's a reflection. If you're worried about aging and you have a woman in your life or a man in your life, love them unconditionally. Pour so much love into them. You're pouring the love into you. It's a fucking lie to think that if I pour love into that man or that woman, it drains me. You see the deception in that? What you do unto others comes back to you. So if you love someone freely and unconditionally, without limitations, without condition love, because it's non-conditional love, is unconditional love, it will freely permeate to you as well, because there was no conditions to it. I'm doing it freely. And what happens is, as I am serving the highest good, because that's what I'm serving unconditional love, the highest good to the world, I get younger and younger and youthful, because I am one with earth, because earth can never age. It's always fresh every moment. Every moment is always fresh. The deception, because you don't have the shades on properly. You are looking to the sun without shades on. When I look at it with the shades on, I am with the divine feminine. That's why I do that. Or I don't have to look at it directly. I just put my back on it. I will still, because my back is it's still the eyes. But it's the woman, it's the bone. So it will go heal, it will literally go into my vertebrae, into my spine, and it's gonna pow. And I'm awake. You can only receive when you give freely, and it comes back freely to you. Your giving cannot have conditions. You cannot try to sleep with a guy with conditions. That's gonna hurt you. You cannot sleep with a woman with conditions. That's gonna hurt you. This is how we block our own energy from divinity. Sex cannot be conditions. It cannot be conditional. It's an institutionalized thing, because they understand the flow of energy, how it works. Because the woman who is in charge of all this gives it freely. And we came freely through her. We came freely through it. Forget about the minute, mundane things of men. But it was just a free conversation. Let's have a baby. Sure. Let's do it. When? Now. Oh no, tonight. Okay. But it was a free thought, and it was agreed upon. It doesn't matter. It was a free thought, a free idea, a gift that was given to you. Everything flows freely. In breath, in air. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I know where I'm going with it. There is so much around us. The more you spend time alone, you start seeing it, and then you realize this is the reason why I had to be taken away. They have to take away all my distractions. They got to take away the booty. They got to take away the women. They got to take away the money. Even though I literally put myself in that state of mind. Did I really, or was he put inside of me? I don't know. I believe that it was divinity, because the way I felt and discussed it, the way I am in the corporate world, and I wanted an escape, and I wanted to go, and then I cling to God. Not knowing that when you want to fuck with the all, there are depths, there's levels to this, there's depth to it. You need to understand that. It's a dream state. We are all dreaming. What kind of dream are you having right now? That will determine the kind of life you're going to have. If your dream is for all humanity, for all mankind, for all, to have love, joy, or whatever, it's a fact that you are going to be wealthy and rich. If it is for limitation, just me, fuck everybody else, you will probably have to be here a little longer. Because I spent a lot of time in the streets when I became homeless and I was trying to get back on my feet. I'm moving to, nope, you haven't learned your lesson. You need to be out here in these streets a little longer, because I need you to be grounded and pay attention to the environment all around you. The moment you have learned that lesson, you will never be homeless again. That will never happen in God's kingdom. If you're not meant to be homeless, if you're supposed to be homeless in a short period of time, you will be, because there's a lesson for that. Then after a while, then you're done. And there's people who are homeless and then they die, because that's what they only came here to do, is to survey the lay of the land, and then report back. And then they will come back again. Now they come back without knowledge of being in the streets. And then they know, this time I'm going to be wealthy and rich. So they might be born into a family that have no wealth. And then they have to strive to become wealthy to help the family out, to basically move the family into abundance. Or they might be born into that family, filthy rich family, but then they would choose to live a simple life in that wealthy family. Like, nah, I'm going to be a modest, kind, gentle one in the family. So he might be the one that can ground the family in humility. There's so many things, so many stories God is creating for all of us to enjoy. It's all a show for us to all enjoy. For the soul to enjoy. Everyone, the good and bad and the ugly, they are all playing a part in your life. You're watching a movie, your own movie, that was cultivated, tailored specifically for you. Your exes, they are all playing that part for you. Like, no, you hear this shit. You hear it. But to know what I'm saying is a different ball game. It's like eons, levels beyond just reading it. Experiencing something is eons, is night and day, versus just reading it. I'm putting on pants on while I'm talking to you. How refreshing is that shit? It's remarkable. It's remarkable to first of all be told of something, and then you start seeing it. Now, when I speak with knowing that it will come to pass, and it will come to pass. It will come to pass because it's God's words and God's law. The laws come to pass. There's no such thing as God is blocking shit from you. It is you who has given it permission to do that when you overstep. It cannot do that unless there was not any agreement. So anything that you go through has already been agreed upon that you're going to go through. There's a possibility you're going to go through all those things. It has been agreed upon. This is a just God. God one. God Mother. God Father. God Son. That one true God is the Father, is the Son, is the Mother. Is God Father, who is God Mother, and who is the God Son. That's the God's son. I am the God's son. You are the God's son. This is all God's sons. Or what you say, God's, or God. They're yes. So everyone is piece of God. They're all God being. So God is the good that is walking, the good looking. The good is always looking. So isolation is good. Because whenever a situation comes, you go into that isolation. You take that back into source. That's the isolation. I take it back into the period. I take it back into the oneness. I take it back into the nothingness. I take it back into that raw, into the unknown, where there is nothing but pure consciousness of good. In that state of being, the unborn one, the unknown one, I brought all my problems, my physical problems, into this spirit, into the source, where all is good. For it doesn't know nothing except what it is. Look at the sun. It knows only good. It loves and gives 24/7, 365 and beyond. So you go into that. And then you allow. You allow divinity to be your undoing, to be your curse, to be your blessings, to be your guide, to be your food, to be your nourishment, to be your lover, to be your friend, to be your teacher, to be what you consume. So that's what I am learning. You will know what it means to heal. You will know what it means to love. You will know what it means to give. You will know what it means to manifest. You will know what it means to be in the present moment. You will know what it means to speak. You will know what it means to listen. You will know what it means to hear those words, to heed those callings, to hear those words. Hear. All is well, all is good. Hear. All is beautiful, all is magical. Hear. Now, those words affirms what is already is that we don't see. For we are removed from all that is good with limitations. So we see only limitations. But when you hear those words of wholeness, perfection, good, you affirm them, you expand your mindset, you expand your realities. Then you start noticing beauty. Oh my God, look at how these plants, these animals, look at all these things. Look at the abundance. Look at the beauty. Wow. Just the aha moment, because your mindset has been expanded. You realize how expansive you are, expansive you are, expendable you are. You start expanding more. You start getting excited about life, about the possibilities. And even if you don't know, you know that the all-knowing is within you. I don't know now, but I'm open to know now, in no time, soon. By saying that you don't know now, but you are open to know now, when it is in divine order. When the divine order comes, it will be the moment when you realize what's around you and give thanks in what you have all around you. Then the awareness and the expansion and the explosion and the Christing, the whatever, you know, the Andaluni or the Okeduluni or the Holy Spirit and these, sparks and plugs and in love of the, love on the first sight, aha moment will just becomes your reality. So it's like the truth will soothe you, because you instantly shift into that. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I know I am open to know it soon. There is the wisdom. There is the mastery. There is the knowledge. There is the divinity, because you have opened the heart of receiving. You have said, I'm open to receive that which I desire, which I seek, and I know that it will be given to me, for I am open to receive it. And I give thanks, for I know it is already given, because all I need to do is open my eyes and then expand my awareness, and then I will see all my treasures that has always been there, which I have already, that was already given to me, and which I have already spoken so many times, but not present enough to act accordingly to receive that which we seek. And that's the juice. And that's the Pim juice that I got for you today. No amount of books can do shit for you, except you sitting with yourself and asking yourself questions. And except you talking to divinity. Something bigger than me. I know there's something bigger than me. I don't know how to connect to it, but I am open. So I'm just gonna keep playing around, pretending that I'm connected to you. And that's all we start doing when we become awakened. You do spiritual rituals every day. Your intention is to connect. Every day. Everything you do is to connect with the spirit, and your efforts are rewarded. And before you know it, you start feeling the presence. You start knowing the presence. You start hearing the presence. You start seeing the presence. Because you have been pretending that there is something bigger than you. That is something that gives everything. And it's there. I know it is there. And whenever I don't know, I'll just go into that nothingness and be vulnerable. Cry. Tears. And then eventually, guess what happens? You become the wise guru and the sage guru and all that shit. That's not even your intention. All you wanted to do is to simply enjoy a damn coffee, and actually enjoy the fucking coffee. Enjoy the smoothie. Like truly, like immerse, consume yourself in the moment. You truly want to live 100% in that moment. Oh, that's all you really wanted to do. And then all of a sudden they're calling you Jesus Christ, the guru, monk, all this shit. That's not even what the fuck you wanted. All you wanted to do is to learn how to be happy in the moment. And this whole journey was all to learn how to be happy, to enjoy, like a child can be in awe of what's around, and the child just want to touch everything and feel everything because he's so overwhelming and so grateful for everything. All you literally wanted was to truly be the moment, the one of the moment, the man of the moment, the man of the hours. That's all you really wanted for thyself. And then you fuck around and just get the whole nation behind your back. And now everybody's like, it's like, can you sign my autograph? Yeah, put that shit on my ass. Go sit your ass down and autograph yourself with nature.